Other time, I would doubtless have been taken out and lynched.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, you fucking would have.
Absolutely.
Cole was charged with felonious assault with intent to ravish.
Ugh. That's a gross charge.
That sounds fucked. And this carried a 10-year prison sentence for ravishing the 11-year-old.
For intent.
Felonious assault with intent to ravish.
I don't like it.
Cole was given a 5-year term instead of 10 because, it wasn't that serious apparently.
Well, he didn't get to go through with what he wanted to do, so we'll just let him off on.
And of this 5-year term, he served 3.
If you're going to cut it from 10 to 5, at least make him serve the whole 5.
No, man. So after his 3 years, Cole was released on May 1st, 1970. Right into the 70s.
Perfect.
Cole came out completely unrepentant, saying, quote, "If anything, I was worse." Inappropriate sentence number 5.
Shocker.
After his release, Cole left Missouri and went back to San Diego for a short period before bouncing to Reno. Because Reno from San Diego in the 70s. Fuck.
It's a weird choice.
Once he was settled in Reno, Cole went back to his usual antics. Twice trying and failing to strangle local women he met at bars in the 4 months he was in town. So every 2 months, he's just like, come here.
Yo. How you doing?
Or every 2 months, his dick doesn't work, and it's her fault, and I try to strangle her.
Yeah.
So he's not doing very well.
No.
4 months, 2 near stranglings. Yeah. And this is what he also explains. On top of the hatred for his mother, he says he hates loose women he meets at bars. And this is why consistently he makes up this story that he picks up a woman, they go and have sex, and then afterwards she mentions something about a husband or having to call, and this makes him turn, and I remember my mother being such
because all women are whores.
And he never mentions it's because of his mage ween probs, which, let's be honest,
It's because of your mage ween probs.
like 90% sure it's because your dick is floppy.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess not every woman he tried to have sex with when his dick didn't work was also with someone else. That's...
Well, I'd also like to point out this is a guy saying, I hate these women, yet he's married, he's cheating on his wife, he's consistently going to bars and picking up women that he says are the type he fucking hates, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, he's either very much a liar or he's really complex. Knowing he was starting to indulge in his fantasy of strangling women, and worried he would successfully kill one of the women he kept picking up, Cole surrendered himself to the Reno police.
Yet again.
He confessed to his urge to murder, and he was detained on a charge of disorderly conduct before being committed to a state hospital in Sparks, Nevada. Which sounds terrible.
Yeah.
3rd attempt to get help. 3 attempts over a 10-year period, too.
Gotta give him some credit there. Like,
why I can't...
He knows he's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And there's no angle for him to do this. Because I also believe he's a cunning, intelligent man who takes a lot of angles to try to...
absolutely.
Lessen his actions, but I can't possibly see this angle.
No.
It's not going to lessen anything later.
No, it's not gaining you anything.
If anything, it makes him look crazier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's not going to make your life better when you get out unless they actually fix you.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, mental health care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 70s.
It's management at best, yeah.
We got this thing called electroshock therapy that I think might help.
And now you're a potato.
So now we move to one Dr. Felix Peebles. Fucking seriously, we now have a boy named Carroll, Daddy Laverne, Mommy Vesta, first wife Neville Billy, and now Dr. Felix Peebles.
What is happening?
That's exactly what I have written down. What is happening here? So Dr. Peebles diagnosed Cole as an antisocial personality with alcoholism, with compulsion to strangle and rape pretty females. But this diagnosis changed just a few weeks later.
Oh, yeah.
On October 13th, 1970, after some more interviews with Cole, The diagnosis had changed to classify Cole as, quote, a highly manipulative young man who was utilizing his difficulties with the law in the past and his threats of violence upon others to find shelter when he was out of funds or ways to get what he wants. So he will play up the problems he's had, and if that doesn't work, he will use threats of violence to basically get places to live and get what he wants.
It's an interesting take on it.
I could see it, though.
Oh, I could absolutely see that being an angle. That's the only angle I could see to him going to the police any of these times.
Right, to be like, oh, I've
Better
tried
than
so
being
many
homeless.
times to try to get help and just nothing. 3 times I've gone to the police. Yeah, I could see that as the sob story. Like, I'm really trying. Like, yeah.
Well, it's the sob story, but also I could see that being true, that he does use it as a way to get shelter for those times.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Fair enough. I didn't think of it that way. Like, fuck, hospital for a couple months. I don't have to be scrounging out here for a place to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I can't find any woman to shack up with, so I guess I'll go to the hospital. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that, but having done this, I could see that from this dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, if we go cold, calculated, manipulative all the way, then that's the only angle to self-commit over and over.
To me, that works, too, because I do think this guy is just a selfish, manipulative monster.
Yeah.
But he's also charming and intelligent and speaks well and is better in that sense than almost every serial killer I've dealt with. Like,
But that makes him more dangerous.
oh, yeah.
Because, yeah.
But to me, I find that more fascinating.
Oh,
When they're
fuck
smart,
yeah.
I find them fascinating. When they're dumb, it's just like, I get it. Dr. Peebles ordered Cole to be released with the following notations in his file. Quote, condition on discharge, the same as on admission. So no change there. Prognosis, poor. That's it.
Yeah.
Under disposition, Peebles noted he was discharged and placed on an express bus for Los Angeles, where he was to change buses and go on to his home in San Diego. Once again, get the fuck out, not our problem.
Yeah. Perfect. Here's your bus ticket. See ya.
Maybe not surprisingly, if this was legitimately Cole trying to get help, this was the last time he voluntarily stepped forward to try to get help.
Yeah.
Because if it is legitimate, it's the third time he's just been passed off and been like, someone else's problem.
And this guy's openly saying you're just trying to manipulate us to use us as a place to stay. So if he is genuinely trying to get help, I'm fucking done with that.
Yeah, why would you ever go back? You just accused me of... Yeah, no, I get that too. So once again, the cloudy parts of this story.
It's a mystery as to the truth of who he is on the inside. Yeah.
I think you're starting to see why I love Carroll Cole.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. He's a horrible, despicable shit. But man, this was a fun one. It was a rough one, and it was tough. But man, this was a fun one to do because it was like...
Which is it? Are you fed up with trying and being called a manipulator when you desperately are trying to seek help?
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Are you a manipulator? Yeah. Like,
he's just like, they're on to me now. Fuck.
ah!
After this, his third release, Cole got his third release from a psychiatric place.
Yeah.
Because he's been released from jail many, many times. I just wrote that shittily. And there you can see my writing skill. Shittily.
Yeah. Better than mine.
After this release, Cole got his life together a little bit. He began training as a nurse's aide. You know, I can see that. Let's try this out.
Yeah.
But he quit because he said he was appalled by the local hospital conditions. Quote, have you ever seen a patient eaten up with bed sores because someone didn't care enough to do their job? And he also said, quote, the verbal abuse was something else. I often thought of waylaying one of those nurses in the parking lot, killing her for the old folks, but unfortunately, our classes were in the daytime. So, if this is true...
I can fucking see that, though.
And where he is a soft-spoken dude, I could actually see this as being true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I saw these nurses.
There's a ton of verbal abuse in the fucking medical field on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a ton of negligence in certain care homes and facilities. Yeah. So, yeah, if you happen to be in a bad one, that's gonna fucking destroy you.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not helping anything here.
Yeah, right? I could definitely see that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So this attempt at normalcy, it didn't last very long, and he was soon sliding back into violence, which should be no shock.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the spring of 1971, so he's in his early 30s now, Cole was consumed with his fantasies, saying, quote, "My urges were stronger than ever, but I wasn't concerned about it anymore. I just said to hell with it and waited to see what would happen." Which, in a way, does sound like someone who's legitimately tried to get mental help,
Yeah, right.
has failed, and just been like, fuck it, let's see where this ends. Let's just roll with it. And on May 7th, 1971, that's just what he did. He was just like, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Roll the dice.
That night, Cole met Essie Buck, a tavern owner, and he used his charm to lure her out to his car.
Hey,
baby, I'm good looking. Let's have some drinks and
Go for it.
let me stick it in you.
Yeah.
Stir it around a bit.
And go have some car sex.
Let me borrow your hole for a bit.
Aww.
It's 70s car sex with someone you met at a bar. It's as close as you can get without full-on prostitution. It is greasy. This is greasy.
Yeah.
Now, there's not a lot of detail on what happened between them in the car, whether it was sex, floppy, or what.
Right.
But once again, I'm assuming flops.
Huh.
But the encounter ended with Cole strangling Buck to death and stuffing her body into the trunk of his car.
I mean,
It seems like, though, it's funny because it really seems like Cole forgot about this.
Oh, Christ.
And the next morning, Cole found Buck's body in his car trunk.
Oh, shit.
And later said, "I felt nothing, not elation, guilt, or any of the feelings thought to appease someone like me. Just cold nothing." So he forgets about it, goes to the trunk, opens it, sees fucking Buck's body, and is like, "It didn't."
yeah, that's there.
Ed Kemper opening the trunk to look at the two girls he had just killed and feeling like a fisherman looking at his catch. This guy opens it and feels nothing. Just, oh. Gotta deal with that now.
Yep.
Right?
That's a thing. Where do I put this?
So most people would be like, alright, well, I'm going for a drive. Let's dump this body off. Cole waited 2 days before he discarded Buck's body on May 9th.
It's gonna be a lot of work, so.
Which also happened to be his 33rd birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
So he just left the body in the trunk for fucking 2 days. And then on his birthday was like, time to get rid of that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
No word if he was having fun with the corpse, i.e. porking the bone during this time, but who knows.
Right.
Just go out to the car and have a little... Having broken the ice as an adult killer, Cole took no time to chalk up his third kill and go serial. Because, once again, there's Dwayne when he was a kid.
Of course, yeah.
There's,
This is his second kill.
Yep,
Yeah.
Essie Buck is number 2. And just 2 weeks later, after the murder of Essie Buck, Cole killed a woman he knew only as Wilma on May 21st, 1971.
Well, he's got his system down now.
He does.
Unlocked the code with the first one.
Right, that's exactly it. Go to a bar, pick up a woman, take her to my car. And honestly, I do believe if it's floppy, I get angry.
Yeah. I think so, too.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, this is his life. So it's not like these are the only women he's picking up and then killing them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's just a drunken, get drunk, pick up women, have sex with them. So the fact that he's such a man-ho, I can't imagine he's just, you know what I mean? These
are not his only hookups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine either.
Yeah, he's basically the equivalent of Tinder in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swept right on everyone. I'm at the bar just wiggling it.
That's what my husband did.
Now, Wilma was another hard-drinking woman, and Cole used the same MO he was starting to perfect. Charming women at bars, taking them to a secluded place, and killing them. And then having sex with the body.
I know what you're here for, baby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm here for?
Right? I got a penis, you got a vagina. Let's go for a little ride. I haven't been drinking that much. I'm still good to drive.
Oh, it's the 70s. It doesn't even matter.
I know.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even ask, which is so fucked up.
If you could walk, yeah. If you could walk, you were good.
So weird.
Did I ever tell you my mother's drunk driving story? She wasn't big on it. Even in the 70s, she was like, even if I was a little tipsy, I didn't like to drive.
Yeah.
Because alcohol always affected Mom pretty hard. And the one time she said she went out and just got blackout fucking drunk. Woke up at home, no idea. And she says, I go out and I look out the window and my car's there. And I'm just like, I don't remember this. I don't remember that. There's no one here with me who drove me here. I obviously drove the car home last night. Oh my God. And she was like, that was the last time ever.
Yeah. That would scare the shit out of me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, scare the shit out of her, too.
Well,
So, like, oh my God.
obviously.